they score the goal and then they win the World Cup, and then
You mean soccer?
yeah, right.
I said football.
Oh, American football. Oh,
Whoa! Don't get
oh,
technical. Don't get
no,
don't get
no.
technical with me.
I know enough to hold my own. I know enough to hold my
I
own.
like your style. All right. Top story today in the NFL. Buffalo Bills owner Ralph Wilson Jr. has passed away today. Is today the 25th? Yes, it's
Today's
25th.
yes.
Passed away today at the age of 95. And do you know anything about Ralph Wilson Jr., Pat?
I know he's been around for a while.
Because
Um,
he's 95 years old.
yeah, I think he's been with the Bills. He was
The
one of the founding
Bills.
owners of the American Football League, right?
Are you sure you're not looking? Yeah. No, you're right. You're correct. Well, Ralph Wilson Jr. He founded the Bills in 1959, actually, and helped merge them to the NFL in 1970. He was one of the original AFL coaches. You're right. One of the original owners. And the oldest owner in the NFL up till today when he passed away.
Hmm.
He was the oldest owner in the NFL today. So he was, and you know what? Everybody says how much of a great guy he was. He actually saved the Oakland Raiders. They were in debt. I think it was during the 70s. No, it wasn't. I think it was the 50s. But he lent them $400,000. I think it was
Yeah,
to keep the organization alive, and he was also willing to help out the Patriots organization too, and that just proves how much of a fantastic and humbling guy he was.
absolutely. And yeah, that's the thing. And when you've been around, any professional sports league that long,
Yeah, you gotta the
you're really gonna
respect.
yeah,
You
you're
gotta
earning
respect
that
it.
respect.
Hmm. Exactly. And he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2009, along with Rod Woodson and a few others who I can't think of right now, but I just know Rod Woodson. But yes, Ralph Wilson Jr. will be missed. One of the iconic owners in football history. So thoughts and prayers out to his family and the Bills organization. All right. So good luck to you guys. Next story. Did you know? Do you know the touchdown celebration where you dunk over the
Yeah,
goalpost?
yeah.
Do you know who created that?
Um, I have no idea.
Just say no. Okay. No. It's okay, Pat. Actually, it was Tony Gonzalez of the tight end. You remember him?
Yeah,
Falcons and Chiefs.
Falcons. Yeah.
Um, he actually created that as his touchdown celebration. It was not the first, but he patented it or something like it. He claimed it was his. Now, after the coaches met in Orlando, they are deeming dunking over the goalpost is a penalty. It's now a flag.
Hmm.
So, one more way to ease the celebrations. Like they're trying to stop the showboating and all that crazy stuff. You know who was a great showboater?
Who?
Terrell Owens and Chad Ochocinco.
Well, it is a surprise.
They were very good at that. And O.J. Simpson too.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I
O.J.
mean, I can
Simpson.
understand why they would do that. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
like
one
kind
of
of outruling some of the celebrations. I mean, like you don't want the. I understand, they want like some celebratory
those. Mm-hmm.
gestures in there, but I think that sometimes the showboating goes a little too far.
Yeah, definitely.
It kind of diminishes a bit of the
Mm-hmm.
sportsmanship that I think the NFL wants to see in
Definitely.
the league. So,
So maybe this new penalty rule will, kind
yeah,
of
they'll help it
bring it
out.
down, lower it a little bit. And another big story are all the signings around the NFL from the free agents. Big one would be Matt Schaub going to the Raiders. He was released by the Texans, and now he's the first string quarterback of the Raiders. And in doing that, the Raiders organization has upset their former first string, Terrell Pryor, who last year played for the first string, and now I think Pryor's trying to get out of Oakland. I think he wants a
I wouldn't
trade.
blame him. Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like
if
he's
you
taking his main job. Like,
exactly,
you gotta find some way to make a living.
but me personally, I think Pryor is a good fit in Oakland. I don't think they should put Schaub at number one, but that's just me. Maybe a second string for Schaub, but we'll see how that ends up. Another story, Lance Moore. I got to do a Steelers story.
Absolutely.
Lance Moore signed with the Steelers, so now Pittsburgh has Lance Moore and Antonio Brown as their two main wide receivers. So hopefully, if Ben stays healthy, he'll have a good season, and that'll be happy for me. Deshaun Jackson possibly getting released by the Eagles and going to none other than the New York Jets.
Ugh.
And speaking of the Jets, Michael Vick being signed by the Jets, and who else but Sanchez being released by the Jets as well. So, I mean, Pat, I know you don't follow football much, but do you know about Mark Sanchez?
Yeah, I
Okay.
knew that. He came in the season '09. I'm a decent. I'm a Jets fan. Like I know enough
Hmm.
to hold my own. But
So what as a Jets fan, what do you think about Vic going to your team?
okay, I mean, with we all knew that Mark Sanchez was kind of running low on his time with the New
Mm-hmm.
York Jets. I mean, he had a decent he had no two good seasons, '09 and 2010, but that
Mm-hmm.
was with the help of the defensive line that year.
Yeah, they had a great defensive line
Yeah,
that
they
year.
lost to the Steelers in '09, right?
Yes,
Or
it
was that
was '09.
2010?
Oh no,
I think it was 2010. It was
actually I think it
2010.
was
They lost to
2010.
the Colts in '09.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And then once that defensive line started to diminish and
Mm-hmm.
the players around him started to diminish,
Mm-hmm. And
Mark
then,
Sanchez had a lot of trouble. And then you had the infamous butt fumble
oh my
against
goodness,
the
that's
Patriots
hilarious. I love that.
last year. That was probably one of the most dark times in
Mm,
Jets history
probably.
so far.
But I mean, also then you look at Geno Smith gets thrown in there, and it's like, oh wow, we got this new young guy, so we're gonna take Mark Sanchez off the first string and put Geno Smith in, and Geno Smith he ended the season strong. They came out 8-8, the Jets.
Which is
I think I'm
I
pretty
think
sure.
that's a good
I could
sign
be
for
wrong,
them.
but I'm pretty sure
People,
it's 8-8. But Geno Smith, he showed himself, and I definitely feel he has a lot of potential because he's a young guy.
no, he does.
But also at the same time, now that they signed Vic, I think the Jets will have a lot of experience now
I
because
think
you got Geno Smith as a young guy and you got Michael Vick as the veteran.
exactly, and more as like a mentoring tool
Mm-hmm.
for Geno Smith. I know
Exactly.
that, and Michael Vick. At one time, he was an elite, an
An
elite
elite quarterback.
quarterback.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
couldn't speak English.
When he was on the
On
Falcons,
the
exactly.
Falcons, exactly. And
So he's been there and he knows what it takes to win.
yeah,
So I'm not a Jets fan, but from my point of view, I feel Vic and Geno are going to do a good job together, balancing it out. And with Deshaun Jackson possibly leaving the Eagles and considering the Jets, Vic will definitely have a good time with Deshaun Jackson because that was his main receiver when he was
that's
with the Eagles.
see, that's true. But then again, um, you have to look at Deshaun Jackson. He does not have the greatest reputation for his temper,
Yeah,
his
but he's
off-field
still a
antics.
great player.
A great player. But
He's
I'm saying
quick.
when you take those players in and they have great amount of skill, you're also having that risk of the off-field antics.
Hmm.
The attitude problems.
I
It's
mean, you know what? Look, if we got to wait and see if the Eagles
we have
even
to
release
wait.
him
Yeah, exactly.
because apparently he's considering it or like he's maybe about I don't know, but Deshaun will find out soon enough whether or not he's leaving Philly, going to New York. We'll find out. All right, no more NFL because we're done talking about the NFL, and I don't know. I don't want to talk about the NFL anymore. I don't like the NFL anymore. I'm done. No, I'm kidding. I love football.
You love.
Moving on. Keeping up with the country playlist because I feel like playing more country music. Would you want to hear Tig McGraw or Eric Church or Luke Bryan? Pick
Ooh,
one.
Eric Church. Eric
Good.
Church.
You know, I was gonna put Eric Church no matter what you
Go
said.
Eric Church.
So, Eric Church with a great song, Springsteen.
Springsteen.
Great song. Love this. Love Eric Church. Here on WICR.